Hi guys, this is Elliot from Little Pump People, and we're interviewing a Nameless Ghoul from Ghost. And this is our second time. Let's do this. I love your new record. Some parts remind me of a Tim Burton movie, and old Pink Floyd. How did you get so much cool stuff on one album?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't, I can't really tell. I mean, we spend a lot of time, not only writing, usually like writing the initial part for a song, like, oh, this is a verse or this is a chorus. That usually comes quite spontaneous and quite quick. The big hurdle is to arrange it right, and also when you make an entire album of several songs, they are supposed to fit together very well too. So usually when we do that whole, what we call a pre-production, it's a little bit of a phrase that means basically the recording you do before you go into a real studio to record it. That's when you sit around and try different ideas, and in our case we try many ideas, and we record as on a computer, and then you sit there and flip, you switch places on, maybe this part it sounds better if we put it here, but then it's in the wrong key, god damn it, and then you have to re-record everything just to sort of feel that out. So it's a bit of almost like you cut out pieces from a magazine and you do your own little collage like that. But every time you've made a new collage, you have to make a new painting out of that collage, and you do that over and over and again until it's right. And that way, I think we managed to get a lot of the cool pieces in there.
It also reminds me of Queen, the song "Mummy Dust."
Oh yeah. It has Queen is definitely a big influence for us. A lot of the vocals and a lot of the ways that we put layers of voices is definitely very inspired by Freddie Mercury, and all of those guys in that band sang actually. But how they sort of made the big fat choruses with a million voices. Very Queen.
Yeah. Your song sounds like a beautiful prayer. Is it about leaving this world?
Yes, in a way, it's about having faith, and the idea that there is a higher power that will, if we leave this world, there's a higher power that will catch the fall, basically. But that song is a little bit dual. It has several messages, and one of them is about, as I was saying, the idea of afterlife being something beautiful, rather than the hell that the church is telling you. But it's also about it's what do you call it, a hymn, an inspirational, I guess we call it an ode to an idol, basically, an inspirational character that inspires you. And in my case, the song has a special meaning for me in the chorus, actually, because it's a lot to do with my brother, actually. whereas the rest of the song is about a friend. So for me, it's very Jewel.
Sounds awesome. I loved your acoustic show in Brooklyn. Would you ever make a dark and mellow acoustic record?
Possibly. We don't know. It depends a little that the time that goes between us making records right now. It's about 2 years. So we release a record, then we tour for about 2 years, and then there's a new record, and if we're gonna do it in that pace, with that time in between, I think we'd rather make like a normal record and put that out, and then possibly recording maybe an acoustic record at the same time that we record a normal record, so that the acoustic record is not the only thing that gets out there, if that makes sense. It's a little bit, not everybody likes that, but maybe there will be a time where we do something like that. We'll see.
That'd be cool. Is the Pope secretly taking advice from Papa on how to be a good leader?
Yeah, actually he does, but we're not supposed to tell you. We got paid a lot of money not to tell you, so I won't.
If you could take the band back in time, what year would you go to?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've always wanted to live the 60s. But if I'm going to bring the band back, I mean, you wouldn't want to take it too far back. I think you'd really need to set your mind, like, what am I going to do there? If I'm going to go back to this historic event, in order to see that event, you need to make sure that you're not changing anything. So if we took Ghost back to 1967, there might not have been a Black Sabbath. And I want Black Sabbath to be there. Because, I want to be the band, that opened up for Black Sabbath in 1971. And, yeah, but my mind has already sort of gone too far in this thought process. I've spent basically most of my life that I can remember, ever since I was a kid, thinking about things in the past. So, it's, it's a little bit complicated.
When I join your band, can I wear my glasses over my mask?
Yeah, sure. Obviously. I mean, you need to see something, right? Of course.
Yeah.
You'd be the cutest one in the band.
Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders?
Well, I almost put myself in a little bit of... This is... it's always a little bit complicated with politics. In this particular... With this question, just because it's so specific, and you got something that's so black on one side, and one that it's not entirely black on the other. Black as in dark, obviously. Sorry. But that is like from the utter perimeter of the darkest part of the universe. I would say Bernie. But that is without really knowing exactly what he is about. I just like his eyes better. I just think that he feels like a better leader. But that is without really knowing. So, please.
Satan or cats?
Oh, in my world, they are very, 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 very connected. Actually, because for me, Satan as a character represents beauty and wit and style and intellect. And for me, cats are exactly all those things. And I am very much a cat person. I understand, I think, cats, and I can communicate with them. And they smell nice, and they're just graceful, and they act as though they were intelligent. And yeah, so you can guess what I think about dogs.
Thank you so much. I am the luckiest fan in the world for this interview, and I'm looking forward to the concert.
Thank you. Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really good at this. Are you gonna be a journalist when you're bigger?
That's what I want to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is a good start. You do a really good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.